Good evening, gentlemen. We are now into the semifinals of the Gentlemen's Football Association Road to the Super Bowl. And let's quickly recap what happened in round one so that we can go ahead and preview round two. The Bond County Coonhounds handily take care of the Bear Boobs 174-100, and the St. Louis Looters fall in Tennessee 143 to 133. This game was super close at the heading in to the final days. The Cooper Cup Zero ends up absolutely destroying Torbeck. Brock Bowers not giving him anything. DK Metcalf hardly getting him anything. Geno Smith going down. I think almost everything went wrong for Torbeck, and he still almost won. Which is kind of like super on brand for the St. Louis Looters, although it would have been more on brand if he would have won and then won the third place game. So the Tennessee Colonels are moving on. Despite only getting 6.8 out of Tua Tagovailoa and 6.6 out of Tyreek Hill, they find themselves in a semifinal matchup against the Beecher Creatures, who against no one scored over 200 points. I will have to admit that it would be comical if Rex has the highest week scored against no one and then loses the following week in the semifinal, a game that matters. Okay. The Bond County Coonhounds getting a ton of production out of Lamar Jackson. I was going to say even more so. He didn't score more, but 4 passing touchdowns from Baker Mayfield. Mike Evans reeling in 2 of them absolutely helped the Coonhounds cause. However, Sincere McCormick did go down. That backfield was super crowded to begin with, and the Coonhounds have not had a healthy running back, it seems like, all year. And they're going to be dealing with that issue going into this week as well. So let's talk about round 2. Okay, we have the Dallas Dragons, the 2 number 1 seeds, the Dallas Dragons and the Beecher Creatures. Dragons will take on the Bond County Coonhounds, and the Beecher Creatures will see the Tennessee Colonels. Projections off the rip, I think the Dragons win this one handily. I do want to point out that I was accurate in that all of the teams were playing their best ball. The playoff teams were playing their best ball, and I ranked Dragon a little bit lower. Well, Dragon didn't score all that well last week. Now, that doesn't matter because he didn't play anybody and he deserved the bye. I just wanted to point that out, that I was like kind of right about that. Mainly pointing that at Dragon. Suck my ass. Anyways, I think the Dragons win this. As you can see, McCormick's on the IR. The Coonhounds might not get Kenneth Walker back. Justice Hill is even questionable if he's going to play, and Baltimore's playing against Pittsburgh, which is not a good matchup for Lamar. He has not played well against Pittsburgh once in his career. And I mean, granted, Jaden Daniels has a very tough matchup against Philadelphia, but I really personally need Lamar to perform extremely well. That also takes Mark Andrews maybe out of the question here, but he might be the only target. I think everything, like matchup wise, player health wise, everything points to Dragon in this matchup. I'll be elated with a win. But the Coonhounds are going to need like a crazy performance from somebody. and we're going to need an average week from Dragon to be able to pull this one off. As far as the Beecher Creatures and the Tennessee Colonels go, it's hard for me to not predict a Creatures win here. The Eagles, they're rolling a little bit. I mean, Rex is coming off a 200-point win, a 200-point outing last week. Granted, he played nobody. But this team just performs. James Cook is incredible. It'll be interesting to see what happens in Atlanta with Bijan Robinson now that Penix is at the helm. And Amon-Ra St. Brown is a touchdown machine. He's like the target. You can almost guarantee if Goff throws the ball, it's going to St. Brown. But I could also see, the Colonels are kind of in the same situation as the Coonhounds in they're going to need a big boom from somebody. And this team has boom potential. I don't think that Torbeck would have been able to win in this scenario. So that's why I think that out of the two, Chase had the better opportunity of beating Rex. So, but it's going to take a little bit of a dud week for the Beecher Creatures for the Tennessee Colonels to be able to come out on top. With that being said, like I said, predictions, it's going to be lame, but I think the Dragons and the Creatures come out on top, and then the Creatures end up winning the championship. But we'll have to see, and I will see you all next week.